I will talk about something very funny actually. So, when I was working with the American Express cards, at the end of the day, there was one courier that had to be sent to a certain office, and there were some, so the bosses decided that give it on rotation to people, so the turn would come once a week. And so we were supposed to, so whosoever turn it was supposed to take the courier package and do the courier to the certain office. Problem was, this office used to work 9 to 9, and already I felt it is too long a working hour. And then, to take a, so when my turn came, when I have to go and deliver the, drop the package to the courier, I just didn't, the first time I went and I had to wait there and then, take a cab back. I just felt it was too cumbersome, whole thing to do. And it took roughly about an hour more for the whole thing to, you know, be completed. Where I take the courier from the office, drop it at the courier place, and then they will, ship it to or send it to wherever it needed to be sent. I had had this discussion with someone, and then I was made to understand that they can keep a office boy, but then the whole day the office boy has no other work, and this was the only work which had to be done. And an office boy is not justified for such a small work, and we just needed a small drop. And I agreed with them. You can't unnecessarily hire give pseudo employment to people. And this was nothing, it's just a simple drop. And doing it in turns was no big problem. Only issue was you're coming to office at 9 in the morning and leaving at 9 in the night, and then you're carrying this courier, and then takes another 1 hour. So what I did was, the first time I did it, and because of the amount of time it took, I told someone from my team, I said, you know what, if you can, on your way, so it was on his way to his house. I said, if for you on the way, if you can drop this courier, I will be grateful. So he said, I'll do it for 50 rupees. He said, I'll take a cab, and whatever is the cab fare I want from you. I said, take it. So while some of my colleagues, so all of my colleagues would go and individually on their turn go and drop it to the courier office, I did not want to do it. And I asked someone in my team to do it, and he said, I will do it for the cab fare. I don't mind, it's on my way, but I would need a cab fare. So for 50 rupees, he happily would drop the courier, and it was all good. After a few weeks, or maybe a month or so, the same person in my team said, I want 100 rupees, and only then I will go and drop the courier, otherwise, I will not. And I said, look, cab fare only takes 20 rupees. You don't even need 50. And you're now asking me for 100. He said, no, I want 100, and otherwise I will not drop it. And I did not want to spend another 1 hour going and dropping this courier. So I said, take the 100, it's no big deal. And I gave him the 100, and then, he would happily go drop it. And then someone, it's funny, but then someone came and said, no, he doesn't take a cab. He uses 100 rupees for this. I said, don't tell me. He can do whatever he likes with that 100. Whether he takes a cab, he walks to the courier, whatever. Till the time he's dropping, I'm good with it. So this is one courier story. Now I'll tell you another courier story. So I was working in ICICI Bank, and I'm the training manager. So my boss, Ashish Nasa, you can see his photo here. He is a CA gold medalist, and he's considered as a very precious. He was considered as a very precious resource because he was also in that when you say things like talent pool and that very niche set of employees who will grow very fast, he was in that pool. So once he rolled out one program called CFP, and the program was rolled out, and a lot of people enrolled for that program. And CFP per se is a independent financial whatever setup. So if someone were to enroll for a course there, they would then start sending them books, and then they prepare for the exam, and then they give the exam, and then they become CFP certified, some such thing. So this program was rolled out and everything, and after maybe some 2 months, after all the registration enrollments are over, this person this person comes to meet me, and he says, so I want you to courier all the books to the enrolled participants from the bank. He said, I will bring a big box of whom the books need to go to, and I want you to individually courier them to their locations. Mind you, CFP was a separate setup. I said, why would we courier anything from the bank? I said, people have enrolled to your organization, you have taken the money, and you have their database, and you will start sending the courier to them. I said, why would you bring the books here for us to courier? I said, why would we do any courier? And then he says, Hindi speaking guy, nothing wrong with it, but my problem is they're just hiring people on mark sheets and very poor and bad backgrounds, including this Ashish Nasa, who's supposedly the gold medalist CA. He may give you a great mark sheet, but not a good background and a mind. And I'm sharing this example with you. So this CFP guy who's talking to me, he says, हमने ना उस कोर्स में कुरियर चार्ज का डिस्काउंट दे दिया है. Now I'll say this in English. He says, we have given the combined 2-year courier cost as discount to the participants. He said, so now we can't do any courier because we've given that as a discount, and I will just bring the books to you and you courier it from your side. I said, why would you give the courier charge or courier cost as a discount? What is wrong with you? He said, we had no other discount to give, and your boss suggested this कि कुरियर चार्ज को डिस्काउंट दे दो, हम यहाँ से बैठ के कुरियर कर देंगे आईसीआईसीआई बैंक से बैठ के. He said, so I want you to do the courier. I said, hello. Nobody is going to spend this kind of effort or energy on something like this. I said, why would I sit and courier anything? I said, what if I send to all the 50, 100 participant books and 10 books come back? Where is my inventory? Where will I keep it? I said, so now I will you do your administration. I said, they've enrolled with the institute, not with the bank. He said, फिर तुम वो books हमें वापस भेज देना. Look at the nonsense. He's supposed to be couriering the books from his institute, but he says, I've given Courier charges a discount on the recommendation of my gold medalist CA boss. And he said, now you do the courier. I said, I will not do any courier. He said, now what should I do? I've already given that as a discount. अब मैं क्या करूं? I said, you can go and speak to the office boy. And you can deal with my boss and the office boy. And you three can have a meeting and find the way out. And then he says, इसको तो कोई काम ही नहीं करना है, ये कोई काम ही नहीं करना चाहती. मैं बोल रहा हूं कि हमने कुरियर चार्ज डिस्काउंट में दे दिया, हम कुरियर कर ही नहीं सकते, ये कुरियर ही नहीं करना चाहती. You know, I wanted to give a whack around his face. That who the hell gives a fucking courier charge as a discount and then says I can't courier it and you courier it on my behalf? I said, this is your headache. And this, my boss has given you the suggestion. You can deal with that suggestion and the boss on your own. And then I told him, what if I resign? And you know, this course is not a 6-month, 5-month course. It's a 2-3 year long course. I said, what if I resign midway? Who will maintain all this for you? Then what would you do? कहता वो बाद में देख लेंगे. You know, a perfectly good process has been destroyed by the CFP guy and my boss. Why would you want to give a discount when you cannot give a discount? Tell them we can't give a discount. This is the price. Whoever wants to enroll, well and good. You don't want to enroll for, you know, maybe a certain thousands extra. So be it. Is this how you work? You have no common sense? And he's telling me that he's in such a bad situation now that they can't do courier, and somebody needs to do the courier from the bank. I said, you can find the solution out with my boss and the office boy. I am nowhere in the picture, and I wouldn't have allowed you to give this kind of discount to begin with and do some nonsense like this. You know, half of them, despite sitting in positions like talent and, you know, fast track, they have shit mind like this. They just destroy value.